guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Vesperia. In the last episode, we got a new method of transportation. Super Baul. Yeah, this thing is amazing. Anyway, right down there is the place that we need to go. It is where Phaeroh should be, or where we think he is anyway. But first, I actually missed something that is quite important that I want to get taken care of first. And just to point out, I did something off screen. It's not really too important, but let me go ahead and show this anyway. If you go into the monster book, I actually forgot to magic lens a certain monster a while back. It is under magic type. You remember the, desert? You remember this monster? Yeah, I forgot to magic lens this thing a while back. But I'm just pointing this out to show you that I got it, and it's in there, and I don't have to worry about it now. That was in the sands of Kagor, the actual desert part, not out in the field. You know, when we had to, like, drink from cactuses and stuff? Yeah, that's where that is from. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and try out our new method of transportation. Look at how fast we're going. This is amazing. It would have taken us forever to get over here if we didn't have Super Baul. Anyway, the place that we need to go to is right about here, actually. I think I should land, like, here instead. There we go. We are going into Dawngrast. Now, this part you can actually do right after the dawn dies. So, I'm actually a little bit late on this. I just realized this a little bit ago that I could do this, so we're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. We come into the inn, and it might not look like much at first, but we need to stay here a bunch of times. This is actually going to get pretty expensive, so make sure you have a good bit of money built up before you attempt to do this. So, we are just going to keep on staying at this inn a bunch of times until we get a cutscene. So, hang on one moment. Okay, apparently I lied. I got lucky, and I got it on my first crack. Usually it takes like 3 or 4 tries to do this. I have to get stronger. Hya! Hya! And there's a little spy right there. Anyway, I got really lucky there. Usually that takes a while to get. Okay, I'll take it though. Time saver, woo! Okay, let's do this again. Yes, it's a long series of cutscenes, it's not only one. You'll know when you're done with it. Okay, this one took me 3 tries. See? I got really lucky with that first one. Okay, Karol is still training, and he is still spying. That is the Dawn's grandson, Harry. Hey! Well, you startled me. Huh? Aren't you Harry, right? Weren't you practicing here last time, too? Apparently, Karol makes a lot of noise to attract attention like that. Because of the Dawn? Yeah, I want to be strong, like he was. Every time I think of what he did, I feel like I have to work harder. Okay. Well, at least Karol's working on his skills. You can borrow this. What's this? It's the sword that the Dawn used. How nice of him! It feels heavier than it looks. Yes, all of the responsibility of holding the guild together is contained in that sword. Yeah. Okay, so Karol can use it whenever he's practicing. Too bad he can't keep it. I'm just lending it to you, though. You have to give it back in the morning. I still need to work on mastering it myself. So whenever we stay at the inn, Karol's being an insomniac and coming out here to train. Okay, that is the second cutscene that we needed to see. It only took 3 tries to see it. Now, let's go for the third one. Yes, yes, take my money as if you don't have enough of it already. Oh my god, I got it on the first crack again. Wow, I'm happy. Your stance is still too weak. You'll never be as good as a fighter as a Dawn if you was like that. That's it. Imagine your opponent standing in front of you and swing the sword just so. Well, he's working hard at the very least. Okay, that is the third cutscene. Please, please, please. First crack, first crack, first crack. Take my money. Ah! Not quite the first try this time. Oh, the second try, though. Okay, this didn't take too much time at all. Okay, one more attack and then take a break. Dragon Uppercut! His version of the Falcon Punch, except with an uppercut. Looks like you've gotten pretty good at using his sword. Maybe, but I still have a long way to go. Huh? Looks like you've surpassed me. Okay. Oh, I see, but what's this art? The Dawn used this weapon. It's gotta be a good one, right? So, Karol lost the right to use a sword. So Karol learned his special skill. This is amazing. I cannot wait to start using this. Basically what it is called a mystic art. If you go into Karol's arts, not arts, but go into his skills rather. Here we go. Okay, see? Right about here. We got special. Trigger a mystic art with over limit level 3 or above. Hold B after an arcane art or above. Okay. So basically we just hold down that button and he should use his mystic art. We do need to equip it first, but it is not like... I don't want... Yeah, there we go. I'd rather have this special equipped. So basically now he can use a really, really powerful attack, which we'll be testing out in the next battle that we encounter. I'm not going to rush on that one because we still do have to visit Phaeroh, so that'll be put off for a later time. Can't wait to show it though, because that's going to be really cool. It's a new type of art that we haven't seen yet. The very first one that we can get too. Anyway, back to the sands of Kagor. I think I can actually take a shortcut now that I look at this map a little bit better. Go. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, there we go. I went the long way last time. Great. Okay, sands of Kagor, straight ahead. Now the rocky crag should be around, like, right there. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and climb down and see what's up. So this is where Phaeroh is. Should be. I wasn't able to see him when we came to the desert, but I think this is where we can meet him. So she did go off on her own looking for him. I hope nothing bad will happen. What if he suddenly attacks us? I can't make any guarantees. I don't think we'll have a say in the matter. Well, if he decides that we're gonna die, we are definitely gonna die. No, I'm not okay. I should go. Phaeroh sure did pick a bleak place to live in, don't you think? I cannot read anything today. They say this area used to be covered in lush greenery. Hard to believe. Why did it turn into this rocky desert? I don't know that much. And again, Rita is trying one last time to convince Estelle otherwise. Rita, you've been acting a little funny ever since hearing Judy's story on the ship. Do you have a problem with meeting Phaeroh? Okay. But it's too late to turn back now. Kind of, we're already here. Okay, so let's go and see if we can meet Phaeroh. This place looks really cool. Like, really cool. Look at that. Even though it's supposed to be lush and green, this is already kind of really pretty looking in its own way.
Well, he doesn't seem to be here. Maybe he's off somewhere taking a nap.
Phaeroh, you are here, aren't you?
Insipid poison. You appear before me at last.
So you are here.
Is that how you greet all your guests, Phaeroh? By calling them names?
For what reason have you come to me? Surely you are aware that I could end your existence with a mere thought.
You talk pretty big, don't you? Well, if you really want to fight, I'd hate to disappoint you.
Yuri, no! Everyone, please wait! Estelle! Phaeroh, please hear what I have to say.
Does death hold no fear for you, little one? For you gaze now into the mouth of death itself.
I am afraid, but I'm even more afraid of dying without knowing who I really am. Belius told me I needed to meet you to learn about my destiny. I have to know just what that destiny is. I understand that I am a threat to the Entelikeia, but you said that I am a poison to this world. What is this power I have? Just who is the child of the full moon? If it is true that my existence cannot be tolerated, then it's okay if I have to die. But I at least deserve to know why it is I have to die. Please tell me, I beg of you.
There was a time when this was a verdant land, sheltered by the blessing of an air crene.
So there was an air crene here. But what happened? Why did it change?
What you see are the results of too much air and its aftermath. As to why the air ran rampant, the answer lies with the poison brought by the child of the full moon.
Huh?
The power of the child of the full moon stimulates the air crene more than any blastia.
Huh?
Blastia convert air into energy by way of a formula. So if Estelle can use her healing arts without the aid of any blastia, she must possess a formula in her very being that lets her convert air into energy. Judith was searching for blastia that used a particular kind of formula. So, this special formula Estelle has must also consume massive amounts of air, which causes the air crene to become more active and pump out more air than they should. I had hoped my hypothesis would have been wrong.
Then
It is as she has said. With each use of her power, the child of the full moon uses far more air than the blastia. In so doing, the imbalance of air in this world is furthered. For the planet, such an existence can only be called a poison.
So you just wipe it out then? A little quick to judge, aren't you, Phaeroh?
This problem concerns the entire planet, and she is its cause. To do nothing would be unparalleled folly.
If the problem's with Estelle, then it's for us to solve. You have no place in our affairs.
The gravity of this situation is beyond your grasp.
You don't honestly think that everything's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows if Estelle dies, do you?
It would at least eliminate one problem.
Phaeroh, at Heliord I stopped myself, and again at Dawngrest I stopped you. What I thought was a Blastia turned out to be a human. Before I realized it, I had lost my way. I never thought this child could be as great a danger as you had said.
And due to your confusion, I granted you the time necessary to see things as they are. As a result, my sister Belius is now lost to me. Enough. This power will bring only ruin.
Not sure I understand all this, but if her power's the problem, why can't she just not use it?
There can be no guarantee she will not try to use the power.
That's true. She does have trouble turning a blind eye to things happening around her. Someday she will surely use her power to help someone. However, as long as she keeps that spirit of compassion, she cannot only be seen as harmful. She is not like a Blastia. I know that you can feel the difference.
Compassion alone will not save this world.
Listen, Phaeroh, I get that you've thought all this through with everybody's best interest in mind, but why doesn't that world have a place for Estelle?
It is sometimes necessary to remove a part to save the whole.
I don't buy that for a second. What makes you so high and mighty that you're the one to decide who gets cut and who doesn't?
We have endured the anxiety of existence for far greater a span than you can conceive. Such words mean nothing from those who call this world home for but a fleeting moment.
Phaeroh, please, listen. The important thing is finding a way to stop the excessive air, correct? We still have time left to search for such a thing.
Judith.
And if the effects of Estelle's power reach their absolute limit, I will kill her as promised. You should have no complaint with this.
Hey, Judith, are you serious?
I'm sure brave Vesperia will come up with something before that happens, right?
What? Yeah, of course we will.
Well, score one for Judith. So that settles it. If we humans are to blame for Estelle's problem in bringing on the apocalypse, then it's up to us to make things right. If we give it all we've got and still blow it, then you can slow roast us on a grill for all I care.
You have changed. If you were still as before.
Have I? That is nice to hear.
Very well. Be ever mindful, though, that time is fleeting.
Wait! If the formulas are causing the excessive air, then there must have been times when this happened in the past. I mean, the Blastia were a product of an ancient civilization.
There exist those who have inherited the sins of the past. If any yet can speak of what occurred in the days of old, it is they.
He's gone.
Thanks for everything, Yuri. Judith, you too.
No problem. But hey.
What?
It's okay if I have to die? What the hell was that?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear that again.
I'm sorry.